Hello and welcome back to Torre Vale. Just thought I'd give you a quick run around the room that I'm going to be using and one of the main features that I will be doing too. I've just been going through a couple of boxes and I've found the shunter, which I've decided will be weathered heavily and probably used in behind the station in the coal yard. As I said before, I'll probably end up putting it there. There was a coal yard. There was no, there were no sidings or anything like that in there, but I'm going to do that. I've decided. So this will be heavily weathered once we get to that state that I can actually do it. A couple of airbrush bits that I found. These were the ones that I had used for the Blue Pullman and all the coaches, and this 50 as well. So yeah, that's as far as I've got with the rolling stock. Pretty sure I've got another box somewhere, probably stuffed in the loft, which is another option if I can go up there, but it doesn't seem to be high enough for me to stand up in, but it may be somewhere to go in the future. For a moment then, let's just go around this room. Yeah, I know, it's just a roundy video of me sat on a chair, spinning around the room. So if we go over here first, we'll start at the doorway. I'm going to need to clear that because there will be a removable section coming in from the rubbish mountain on the right across here. So I'm going to need to make sure that whatever section that's removable, I'm going to have it end to end, but with a removable bridge section of some description, which I hope to come to later. Just so I can, if I can't be bothered to put the bridge up, then there will be something going across at a diagonal, which will be quite long because it will need to clear for the door. So Tor Station will possibly feature up against this wall to come up and then come around a corner. That's the coffee table layout that my friend gave to me because he doesn't use. So I do use that for just running a few small locos. There's the collection up there. There will be another couple of cabinets if I can get to Lidl's and get them, because that's basically where that cabinet came from. Yeah, so it will come through. I've decided the layout is going to be just below chest height. It will stop my back from basically screwing up and hurting too much. Plus, it means that it's going to be more prototypical because you never really, unless you stood on a bridge, look down at a layout. Like, you never really see it at this sort of angle. You would always be stood here watching the trains go by. So that's the way I'm going to think about doing it, putting it slightly higher up, give me a bit more storage in underneath the layout, and hopefully it'll look a bit more realistic and save my back. Right, so once we come up, which I think here is going to be Tor Bank, coming up from the bridge, we'll have coal yard up here somewhere. I don't want to have it too cluttered. I want to have more, with being N gauge, I want to have more sweeping curves, have more scenery. So yeah, it will come up across here. Thinking the coal sidings maybe at the back. Again, it's all in my head. I know what I want, but I'm unsure what sort of sequence they're going to go into. The only thing I am thinking here is, excuse the HST bag, that window is screaming out for a feature. I'm kind of, hang on, I never get this right. Which one's open it? Because I could have that going out to the outside. That's the garden. Eventually there will be a garage here, which I'm hoping will have the layout as a possible move into it. But yeah, for a minute, I'm just thinking that is screaming for a feature, so it looks more natural with the light and for photographs, etc., with the view in behind. It may not happen. It will be higher. It will go across the window. Got that radiator will be in the way. But I've seen other layouts over radiators. So yeah, I'll probably funnel the air up across the window with a bridge or a feature, which I will bring to you soon. Yeah, across here. Now, this is where, a 12-foot by 12-foot with a little alcove area there. 12-foot by 12-foot room. I was in heaven. Excellent. I can fill this up with a brilliant layout. And once we've moved into the place and decided that I was having this room, we also decided that the bathroom was too small. The bathroom is in behind that wall. And apparently we're going to extend it into this area. So it will come to about here, just so to give us a bit more room and we don't have to sit on the toilet at 45 degrees and burn our bloody legs on the radiator. So yes, so I've got to first off in here build a false wall. It will still be a decent sized room, especially for N-gauge. But when the door comes out, it will probably end up coming to halfway across the door. So, it does make it a bit smaller, but it's what I've got to work with. You've got to keep everybody in the house happy. Now, I mentioned earlier that I might eventually go into either the garage or the loft, probably the garage, mainly because the loft, I think, will be probably too short, as in not enough height. But yeah, so going from a roundy layout to the garage, which I'm hoping will then end up being a straight layout, the way I will be constructing it, it won't be flat baseboards. I'm going to go for the open frame type and then support the rail bed various places. I've been on YouTube looking at various layouts, various channels. Everard Junction is the one that I sort of took notice of with the frame type. Looks ideal for what I want. Plus, if I make them into frames, various modules, the corners, it'll probably be easier when I actually build it. But I'm going to be doing the various modules, but in the corners I will end up having square modules, which means at any point I should be able to take those square modules out and make it into one continuous run and then just make a fiddle yard in behind. So in theory it would eventually end up being like an exhibition layout with a fiddle yard behind it, but the way that I'm going to do it is put two modules together to make those two meet as in next to each other. But when I come to put a corner on it, I'll make the corners up so that they match, so that basically each side of the corner will be exactly the same, if you get what I mean, exactly the same height as the other, and the rails will meet and all be cut the same, so that I can put it into this room. It may be a bit difficult, but I can't see it being a major hassle. As I say, time will tell. Plus, when I do start to actually get the bits and pieces together, then going through it with you via these videos, it will hopefully come a bit easier to understand what I mean. But I think some of you will understand. Earlier on, I mentioned about doing a feature across this window. I'm pretty sure the feature will go across this window, but it may span across the area by the door. Luckily, I don't get direct sun coming through this window, so fading and stuff like that won't be an issue. Plus, I can also pull those blinds across when I'm not using the room or the layout. It doesn't get too too warm in here. The radiator is only a small thing, so it doesn't get too hot with that either. The actual feature is this bad boy. This is something that I've seen for a number of years now and decided I would treat myself to it. This is, or will end up being once it's together, the Royal Albert Bridge, which spans the River Tamar between Devon and Cornwall. Now, I know I said Tor is the area, but Tor will be the main station with various other features from around Devon. So the Royal Albert Bridge is on the edge of Devon, and I thought I have to have it. The gentleman that does these is on the forums, on the Engage, a few of the Engage groups on Facebook. He's also done, which if I can find it, I will try my best to put a link in the video. He's got a thread of a build on one of the online forums that's not Facebook. So yeah, I'll try and find that, and I'll put the link up in the video description below. Not done that myself yet, so that'll be a challenge as well. So yeah, this one here is the full width. It's the 2 spans, where I know that some of the people that have bought it have only done the single span. But yeah, I'm going to go for the double span. He also does them in 2 variations as well. Get the single line, which is obviously prototypical to the actual thing, but this one I've decided to go for the slightly wider 2 lane. So yeah, you'll have an up and down line through it, which, you know, as I said before, modeller's license, why not? If I can have 2 trains going across it, still going to look damn impressive. So yeah, I can't wait to start building this one. It comes with some decent instructions here, step-by-step instructions. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to doing this. It should hopefully should keep me busy for a little while. I don't know when I'm going to start it yet, but yeah, it comes with everything really, the whole kit. It's all laser cut in either a balsa or in ply, thin ply. So this bit here is the thin ply. The base for the track is all thin ply. Yeah, it's very well made. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The chap Peter, very nice bloke. Did a dodgy deal with him with this in a car park in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into this. Definitely. I think it should look quite impressive. How it's going to be supported, I mean, obviously if it's over here, it'll be on its own module. But if it goes and spans across the door, bearing in mind the full width, I think he said, is 1.4 or 1.6 meters in length, should go across there. Whether then that will be as a module, I don't know. It may just be the actual bridge on a board. But if it's here, I would definitely try and put it on its own module, the full length of the bridge, which, you know, I think would look good with the trains running through there. Get some pictures with the blurred out background. Obviously I'd have to clean the window because I've just realised that they're filthy. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do one video of me building, cursing, swearing, etc. While I'm doing this. So this will feature as 1 or possibly 2 videos. So that's something else to look forward to in the future. So that's it from me on this episode of Torre Vale. Hopefully then I shall be back sometime shortly with another video. Don't know exactly what it'll be yet. Probably me over here swearing, trying to make the false wall. Again, on the swearing front, I do apologise. I may have to edit. I may have to bleep over. I do sometimes swear a lot. I've tried to be good with these 2 introductory videos, but I will try to be on my best behaviour, especially when I'm building things. So yes, anyway, enough of the crappy wallpaper that's nothing to do with me. This is the end of the second video. Take care, and yeah, please subscribe, comment, ask questions. Just, yeah, I'm off to try and find the link to the thread for this. Cheers.